Hello and welcome to another Purveyor of Light Photoshop Quick Tip. Today we've got a really quick, easy one, but it's one that gives some people a lot of problems because they come across the problem and getting a quality result at the end is sometimes hard to do. What we're talking about today, of course, is these ugly dark circles that we all get under the eyes from time to time. You know, our eyes bag up and they get dark under the eyes, lack of sleep, so forth. Very common occurrence, but when you want to clean up a photo, it actually can be very difficult to actually deal with. So what we're going to show you here is you don't fight the urge to do what everybody does. Take the patch tool and come in and, grab the area and then drag it in here and there you are, right? It's so difficult to deal with, and you can't match the textures. You can't blend. You got to blend things in. It's just not a recommended way to do it, okay? So don't fight the urge to do the patch tool. Other people will turn around and start out even with the spot healing tool, and they'll just come in and, try to, okay, there we go. And they get results like this, which is just terrible. Then there's the other people that turn around and say, well, I'll just paint in a color. And so they take a brush and then they pick a color and then they turn around and they just, come in and do try to paint it away, right? That's the other technique. You lose all the texture of the skin, nothing, you have all kinds of blending issues. Again, not recommended to do. So what I'm going to show you today is just the simplest way I know of to get a good quality blend, where you keep the skin texture, okay, so you still see the lines, the wrinkles of the skin, so the person maintains looking like the person, okay? I don't want the person not to look like the person by me changing it, all right? So I want to lighten the area up where it's dark. And so that's all we're going to do. We're going to make a new layer. Okay, and now we're going to work on the new layer. And I want to take the brush, okay, brush tool. And then I want to turn around and just lighten the darken areas. Now to do that, I want to protect the areas where I'm going to. So I'm going to use the lasso tool first. And I'm just going to come in and I'm going to take, the bottom of the eye. And you don't have to be too precise, all right? You don't have to be too precise, but you want to be about lasso like that. And then let's go up to select, and we're going to turn around and modify the selection. And we're just going to feather it a little bit, just to smooth it out, okay? So we've done that about 20 pixels, and so now we've smoothed our selection. That's going to restrict our working area, which is what we want. So we're going to take the brush tool, and then we're going to select a light color part of the skin, right? We don't want the darker area. We want a lighter area. And we're going to just hold the Alt or Option key, and then it'll turn to the eyedropper, and we can just select that area there. So we selected that color. And now we have that selected. We want to take our brush, and we want to make sure it's on lighten mode because we want it to lighten dark areas and leave the other parts alone, okay? We want to have a flow very low, all right? I want to go 5%, okay? So very, very light on the thing, all right? It's very important. Less is more, as the old saying goes, all right? So now on a new layer, we're on our lighten blend mode, all right? All we're going to do is just very lightly come in and start brushing away the darkness. Okay, because of the lighten blend mode, we're just going to blend it away. All right, so there's the lighten blend mode, and we're just going to come in and we're just going to be very gentle. Okay, coming in, and you'll notice that when we're doing this, we're lightening the area, but we're not losing any of the lines or any of the detail, okay, when we do this, okay, and we're doing it very, very little. Now, look at the difference here. Let me deselect here. Look at the this. This is where we started, and this is where we wind up. We wind up with a very natural effect. Okay, and I'm still at 655%. So, but here's what we're dealing with. Okay, look at the before and the after. It still looks like the person, and so when you work on it, you just brush in the effect. All right. And you just keep lightening the area until you get the effect that you want. And then you start here and you wind up with the effect there. And you still maintain the skin texture and everything blends in. And if it's a little too strong, drop the opacity down, okay? Till you make a very natural, very natural effect. Oops, little fat finger there. Why is it doing that? Huh. I'm just telling it to zoom in, and it's disobeying me today. Don't know why. So we'll do it the manual way. Here we go. But again, you'll look at it and you'll go, the person still looks normal, okay? It doesn't look fake, okay? And that's what's very important. You want to keep the lines. You want to keep the texture in the skin. All right. You just want to lighten it up a little bit. All right. And so that's the tip for today. All right. So there's how you remove dark bags under the eyes. Okay, guys. Till next week, you guys take care.